Welcome. Wellness Wednesday. My name is Forrest Gump, and
And I'm Todd Liner.
So come on, chickity check
what are we taking?
yourself before you wreck
We're
yourself.
talking about
Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Cause that shit
this
you
shit you
eating
eat
is bad for your health.
Yeah,
I got them herbs.
I like that little cut. Okay, so we're talking about bacteria. The mask you wearing is a mask you wearing making you sick? What are we talking about? We're talking about what are we talking about today?
Well, before we get into the mass,
Okay,
you know, do you know what season this is?
I don't have a clue.
How many seasons are there how many seasons are there in the year?
There's what, four, right?
So what name the four?
Oh, it's summer. It ain't spring,
Summer, spring.
winter, and
What
fall.
name all four of them?
Summer, spring,
Okay, you're
winter, and fall.
missing one. There's another one you're missing.
A sixth season?
A fifth season. It's not well. It's a fifth season. The fifth season is flu season. You
Man,
know.
ain't no season, man. You stupid.
See, but I mean, unless you listen to Western allopathic medicine, then you do have to understand that there is a flu season that they've made up.
Dang, you right. Hey, when you're right.
And so now here's the thing: with flu season coming up, that usually coincides with the fall. What's going to happen is you're going to see a lot more jurisdictions requiring you to put your mask back on. And this is
Ooh,
what's going to be problematic for a lot of people because a lot of people are more than happy to put their paper mask on, but
right,
this is
right.
what's going to happen. The people are going to start putting their mask back on. They're going to be warning you to put your mask back on.
Put your mask on. Y'all gotta wear y'all
And
mask
so,
now.
right now, here's the thing about these masks: common sense. I know people don't always have common sense, but common sense would dictate that you would understand that the masks are completely ineffective in stopping or slowing the spread of COVID-19. Because if they were effective, people wouldn't be catching COVID like they are. Everybody's
Right.
masked up. And then furthermore, the masks are not even airtight. They have air holes in them. You can see out the side of them when they cover your nose. So it might be better. It might be good for preventing you from sneezing on somebody. But as far as you being in an environment that's been infected with COVID, the mask is relatively ineffective for
Wait a minute.
preventing you from catching it.
People don't believe you, man. People believe that these masks are actually working. That's why they wear them in their cars, in their house. People wearing these masks, Todd. You think they gonna believe what you saying?
Well, how many the people that are wearing the mask are still catching COVID?
Yeah,
You've
but
had it once. You had it twice.
They don't
You took the
contribute that.
shot. But you took the vaccine, you took the booster, you're wearing a mask, and you still caught COVID. You might have caught it twice, maybe three times. So how do you figure that it's working if you keep catching the disease you're supposed to not get?
It's because they touched something or touched somebody or was around somebody who had it. It had nothing to do with the mask. The mask was actually helped them.
No, no. The mask is ineffective. But see,
Okay,
here's the
so
problem. People are not even understanding whether or not maybe let's say that let's I'll concede maybe the masks do have some benefit, but it's far outweighed by the harm the masks are causing.
what you talking
See,
about? I'm like,
most people are wearing these masks. This
uh,
paper mask I have right here. People are wearing these masks like two, three, four times
right?
a day. I mean, you're not that's a disposable mask. I mean, you're supposed to wear it once and throw it away.
Right, man. I'm gonna wear my mask, man.
You can wear your mask and you wear it tomorrow, and you're gonna wear it the day after that. But
Yeah.
are you washing that mask?
Nope.
Are you cleaning that mask? Are you spraying
Nope.
it with Lysol or anything? No.
I'm not supposed to do that, right?
Well, well, you tell me should you be doing it. If you're breathing on it all day and being exposed to COVID and bacteria and fungi, you would think you would clean it. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you change your underwear and clean your underwear every day?
I knew you was gonna say that. Yeah, I
See,
do. I don't wear them. I wear them next day.
you don't wear the same underwear every day. So what makes you think it's okay to wear the same mask every day?
Wow,
You
you
know,
got me. Because you're oil in your skin and just breathing.
right?
You're breathing. You're sweating, you're talking, you're spitting through the mask.
Right. And not to mention the developmental delays caused to children who've been wearing the mask.
Right.
Not getting enough oxygen. There's a lot of things these masks are actually harming you.
And
Before I go,
I want to
go
add to
ahead.
that. I want to add to that.
Okay.
Doctors don't like wearing masks, but they have to. But if you look at the studies that of what happens to them from wearing the mask, it'll give you a whole nother perspective on the mask. And the CDC knows it. Doctors. So I think I'll just add that little
So
tidbit.
okay, for example, let's show people a picture of some bacteria and
Okay.
fungi that might be in their mask.
Okay. Okay. This
I
is what
want
we're
to blow
looking
that
at.
up a little bit.
Can you see it now?
These are just some of the things that might be in your mask that you're inhaling repeatedly because you're not wearing the mask. You're not changing the mask regularly. Because I mean, trust me, when I see people at work, they wear the same mask every day. They might change it for a fashion statement. I'm wearing blue today. I'm wearing a blue mask. I'm wearing black today. I'm wearing a black mask. But they're not changing the mask for sanitary reasons. They're changing it for I'm matching my outfit reasons.
Wow. So this is in your mask on a daily basis, and
And
if
that
you're wearing
picture that
this,
you, go
huh?
ahead, go ahead.
Well, if you're wearing a mask that you never change, and all this stuff is found in the mask. I mean, obviously the research has been done because you can see it here, but are you getting? Is the mask really helping you? That's the question.
Or is the benefit the mask having outweighed by the bacteria and fungi that you're inhaling? So, okay, for example, you just showed them that picture. I'm gonna tell people where I got that picture from is from a website called nature.com.
Uh-huh.
And there's a title of the article is called Bacterial and Fungal Isolation from Face Masks Under the COVID-19 Pandemic. So these are the types of they did a study to find out what kind of fungus and bacteria that is being accumulated in your mask during the pandemic.
Wow.
Now, while some of these things are relatively harmless, others are not. You know, there are some specific bacteria that you can find in your mask, like Bacillus cereus. I have to. It's
That
Bacillus.
ain't even on, but that ain't even on the
Now,
list.
that's not even on the list. I'm not showing it, but there's some things on here that are actually very harmful. And if you're inhaling these bacteria and fungi on a daily basis, you can be harming yourself with each breath you take. And here's the problem too: wearing the mask for one day accumulates a little bit of bacteria and fungi. But when you start wearing a mask for 2, 3, 4, a week, a month straight, how much bacteria and fungi do you think is on that mask?
And people think they're safe. People think they're doing something.
And see, and the research goes a little further. It even tells people who are immunocompromised that they should avoid wearing a mask more than one time. So you already have a compromised immune system, or you've already had COVID, or you have HIV, you got a compromised immune system. When you're elderly, you really should not be wearing a mask more than one day. You need to be
And,
swapping it out.
and we're not talking about the people with bad breath or
Right.
halitosis. You know.
So people think that we just sell herbs, but I do a lot of research on just not just herbs, but also what's going on Western allopathic medicines because I want to be up to date on everything. I don't want to be
Yep.
I want to be balanced. So people
Right.
ask me questions about other things, I can cover. I can talk about those too. So, for example, there's an article called what's it called? Titanium dioxide particles
Okay.
frequently present in the face mask. Now, titanium dioxide is the symbol is TiO2, and it's found in lots of masks. Now, the issue with that is okay. the range for having that in your body, being exposed to is about 17 micrograms per at a time. 17 micrograms. So that's a microgram is 1,000th of a gram.
Right.
However, no, I'm sorry. A safe measure is 3.6 micrograms. But when they've tested some people's mass, they've had anywhere from 17 micrograms to 4,300 micrograms of this titanium dioxide in their mass. So what that means is you had anywhere from 5 times to 1,220 times the exposure to this titanium dioxide. And titanium dioxide is considered a class 2B carcinogen. What that means is it causes cancer. So you wearing your mask, you are participating in causing yourself to be exposed to a carcinogenic substance, which may lead to you having cancer.
It's carcinogenic.
Carcinogenic, yeah.
In any case, they know this. People don't know this, but your leaders know this.
Yeah. And so, and I don't want to just give this information and not have like some type of, remedy or some type of, how you
Right.
can protect yourself. Number one, the first thing is you need to be swapping your mask out daily. If you feel the need to wear a mask because that's what you feel that you need to do to be safe, then you
Right.
definitely need to be wearing a different mask on every day. If you're wearing disposable masks, it can't be the same disposable mask every day. But secondly, if you're immune compromised, we have herbal formulas that, like our immune support formula, that will help you strengthen your immune system, especially when you're being exposed on a daily basis to these types of bacteria and fungi. You know, and then if you have an issue where you're causing yourself to have cancer, we have our SCAT, which is probably the best thing I know for healing people from cancer. So, you can't take a reactionary response to your health. You got to be proactive. So you can't do better till you know better. So before you saw this video, you may not have known that you wearing a mask was dangerous, but now you do know. So now it's up to you to decide how are you going to proceed moving forward to prevent yourself from being exposed to all this fungi and bacteria and possibly causing yourself to have cancer based on you wearing this mask.
Okay, so you're wearing a mask thinking you're safe, but you're actually getting sicker. The immune support, we have immune support formula. We have an SCAT for those who got cancer. We have a bacterial formula for those who want to destroy some of the bacteria in their body. What else, Todd?
And I think a lot of people need to realize that a lot of things that they're telling you to do during the so-called pandemic have been harmful to your health. So if you're wearing a mask all day long, not only you're breathing oxygen, but your body exhales carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide is being re-inhaled into your body. That's a waste product. That can cause harm over time. Just re-inhaling your own carbon dioxide like that. I see people running down the street, jogging with a mask on. Nobody's even around you. If you're that worried about catching COVID that you got to wear a mask when you're running by yourself in the woods, then you might as well stay in the house. I see people driving their car by themselves with a mask on.
Yep, with a mask
I mean,
on.
who are you protecting yourself from? You're the only person in the car. That's absurd.
But the sad part is, they don't know the damage they're doing to themselves. Now, how you help
Right.
somebody that's ignorant and don't realize what they're doing to themselves? If the shoe fits, put it on. But if it don't put it. I'm not talking to you.
Well, I mean, all you can do is give people the information and hope it resonates with them. I can only give you the information. Now, you can not believe that the masks are harmful, but you can use your own common sense to realize that you've been wearing that mask for a whole week and you ain't changed it. That's a dirty mask.
Man.
Just because it don't look dirty, don't mean there's not bacteria on it and fungi and all kinds of other stuff.
But okay, no. I got a better idea, Todd. Keep wearing your mask. Just come to your herbs of the forest and get you some because you're gonna get sick.
He's a salesman. He's trying to sell you.
No. I'm not trying to sell nothing. Look, you already just said it. I'm just
Yeah.
reiterating what you said. Get you some lung formula, get you some SAT, get you some bacteria, some autoimmune, the immune formula. Come on now. You're going to do this to yourself. So I might as well
Right.
help you in the opposite of what you're doing to yourself. Okay?
And the sad part about it is some of the masks that are actually that are better for people are the ones that you have to use. The ones that the nurses wear in the hospital. I can't remember this. I can't remember what it's called. It's a certain type of mask the nurses wear that is
Uh-huh.
actually better for preventing yourself from being exposed to COVID. But these masks that people are wearing right now, you look at the box on these masks. It tells you right in the box it does not prevent you from catching COVID. If you go by the box, it'll tell you that.
Wow.
So if you're trying to protect yourself from catching COVID, and the manufacturer of the product you're wearing is telling you that it doesn't work, then what are we doing? What are you doing?
You lying to
Except
yourself.
making everybody else around you feel comfortable because you're like, oh, I'm wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask. So, but really, it's not doing anything. But everybody
I
gets a false sense of
look.
security, thinking
I,
that this mask is helping.
I like the fact that people wear it with bad breath. You got bad breath. You need to keep wearing that mask. No, I'm dead serious. There's some people out there that hurt your feelings, boy. So keep wearing your mask. If you know your breath stink, because you need to smell that shit. Nobody else don't want to smell that. So you get keep doing what you're doing. I got some herbs for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to sell nothing. Nope. No. But look here, I
And you
want
know
to help.
what?
Huh?
I'm going to give people the article again. Go on people where I got this information. They go on nature.com,
Nature. Hold on.
nature.com.
Hold on. I'm gonna type it in. Hold on. Nature.com. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. There's an article called Bacterial and Fungal Isolation from Face Masks Under the COVID-19 Pandemic.
Bacteria and fungal isolation. Okay,
From
y'all
face
heard that.
masks. See, that's where you get, and you've got to start using your common sense. You can't just listen to what your political leaders are telling you to do and not filter that through your own, common sense,
And,
your own intellect.
but that applies across the board. I don't care what you're being told. If you don't check it, you're subject to someone else's words without validation.
Hmm.
We are about research and checking shit out because
I
you
mean,
cannot,
it's
huh?
funny. It's so hilarious. Like I see people wearing their masks, and when you sneeze and you have a tissue, you throw that tissue away.
Right?
But when I see people at work sneeze with a mask on, they don't take the mask off. They just keep on wearing it. So I don't I don't really understand where people. I mean, I know people are afraid, but when you start doing things that just don't make sense. It's not even that it doesn't make sense. It's outside what you've been doing for your whole life. If you sneeze, you cover your mouth and you wash your hands, or you get a tissue, catch the sneeze, and you throw it away.
Throw it away.
But if you
Right.
sneeze with a mask on, you just gonna keep the mask on and breathe all that stuff you just sneezed out your mouth. That don't make no sense.
Yes, it does. Your people are nasty. Yes, it does. You just
No, it
expose it.
doesn't.
You're exposing the habits of
But
people. Is what
see,
you know.
but see, now it's an issue of people have been conditioned to wear these masks, and now they just wear them, they just without thinking. You know,
Well, their leaders told them what to do, and they're doing it.
and it's like, I see you riding a bike, on your 10 speed, your $500 10 speed, you ride through the streets 50 miles per hour, trying to break records, and you got a mask on. You huffing and puffing, you compromising your breathing. You can't even breathe with that mask on. Now, if you
Okay,
were
so
saying that, hey, I'm riding fast, I'm just mask is keeping bugs out my teeth, I could be okay. I can see you doing that for that reason. But you can't tell me you got the mask on, and no,
keep the bugs out.
no.
Okay, so
So
your mask could be hurting you, really, really hurting you. It could be reiterating bacteria back in your body. It could be, creating fungal issues back in your body. You really need to consider if that mask is helping you. I thought
Well,
at some point it would, but research says otherwise. So who do you believe?
right,
Who do you believe?
right. And it's not, even if the mask isn't that bad, you still need to modify the way you're using it. That's a disposable mask. It's supposed to be used one day and thrown away, and get another one. So you ain't that damn cheap.
Yes,
Or
they
maybe
are.
you are.
Yes, they
Maybe you
are.
are. You ain't. No, they're not that cheap, because when it comes to when it comes to going to the restaurants and getting the spinning rims and having nice jewelry, they spare no expense for that. So don't tell me you can't spare expense to get some disposable masks. You can get them for like $5 for 30.
Well,
You're
Todd,
gonna
they
wear the
don't even,
same one every day.
but they don't even take herbs to prevent themselves from getting sick. They think
Okay.
medicine
Well,
is
you
the
know
key.
what?
Huh?
I you know See, I have to start questioning people's sanity now, because it's like, you know if you're gonna wear the same mask every day, why are you not wearing the same underwear every day? I just don't get it. I mean, what's the difference?
Same
Your
socks.
mouth might your mouth might be as dirty as your behind,
Your
maybe dirtier.
ass. Your ass. Your dirty ass. He doing behind. Man, they ain't got no behind. They got asses. Once you reach a certain age,
Okay.
you stop having a behind. Okay, you a nasty
Well,
ass. Call it what it is. Okay, so throw the mask away, man, after you wear it one day. Wash that
at
one you
least do
had
that.
made. Huh?
At least do that. If you don't have money to get you new masks, at least wash it out, rinse it out.
And and and, and if you want to prevent yourself from getting sick, you must get minerals and nutrients in your body. You got to get
Yeah.
herbs in your body. I didn't say nothing about no damn vitamins, because ain't no such thing. Let me say that again. Ain't no such thing as a damn vitamin. That that what tree that come from? What tree it come from? I could tell you what tree the herbs come from, but what tree does a vitamin come from? It comes from a laboratory. So let's be real here. You are learning something that you just would not have learned if you didn't listen to us. But you get to check
Right.
us and validate everything we're saying. Okay? You need minerals and nutrients in order to prevent yourself from getting sick. You need minerals and nutrients to keep yourself alive and well. You don't need medicine. You can't get well from medicine, can you? Can you, Tom?
You can manage something.
No, that's not what I said. Don't change my words. I
Well,
said you can't get well from medicine.
you can get the illusion of wellness.
But you keep adding a word. Wait.
I'm a word adder.
Okay, I see. I see.
I'm gonna add some. Well, yeah, you can get the illusion. So you definitely can get the illusion of health from medication, because what you're doing is you're covering up the symptoms that you're sick. So you trick yourself into thinking that you're okay, but the problem is still there. So there is the illusion of health. But when you
I
when you
guess
deal in the illusion of health, sooner or later the illusion goes away.
goes away, and then you mean, and then death creeps up. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Death creeps up. So we're trying to prevent that, and everything we offer is a preventive nature, because you're getting minerals and nutrients. And if you don't believe me, when you go get your prescription from your doctor, ask him. Say, hey, doc, are there any minerals and nutrients in this medicine that my body can actually use? Ask him that. But keep in mind, he don't make the medicine he's selling to you. He don't make that shit he's selling you, okay, at all. So, but that's not what this is about. This is about throwing that mask away once you wear it one day, or at least changing it and washing it like you wash your dirty drawers after you wear them one day. Is that what you said, Tom?
right. Well, I didn't say that, but I just
He said it, y'all. He said, if you wear your drawers one day, do you wear them the next day too without washing them? Okay, so he said, change your damn dirty drawer, just like you should change your mask.
You know what the funny thing about it is, and why I like doing this with you, is
Uh,
because people aren't getting this type of information nowhere else.
no.
Nobody's talking about the possibility of your mask being harmful to you. But see, when you come on this podcast, you're gonna get stuff like this that's gonna make you think and make you go do some research for yourself and say, oh, you know what? I didn't agree with what they said, but let me go check and see. Let me run this by my own common sense. What he say makes sense, or is he full of shit?
This
You
man
know?
said shit. Is he full of shit or is he telling the truth?
Yeah.
We gotta tell people the truth. Look, I'm about the truth, bro. I ain't finna candy coat shit. Okay, doo doo
Well,
snake. Okay, I ain't
you
finna
know,
candy coat.
I'm about giving you the information so you can make a decision for yourself. That's what I am. So I'm not mad at you if you get the information and you say, you know what, that don't make sense to me. That's fine. But if, as long as I get you the information so you can make an educated, informed decision on how to proceed, then I'm
Right.
happy.
Okay, so now change your mask like you change your drawers. Uh, stop being cheap. Immune support, SAT, bacterial formula. We have a bacterial formula. Helps get rid of bacteria in the body. What does you recommend? We have a multivitamin formula. We have
The
bladder whack
lung
and sea
formula,
moss. Huh?
lung formula.
Lung formula. Very good. Lung formula. Okay,
So
so
they can go to the website right there that flash on the screen,
okay, you heard it.
www.herbsoftheforest.com,
Yep.
and you can find all those formulas right there.
Right. Everything I just named, you can get off our website. With that being said, what's our next topic for next Wednesday?
I don't know. Why don't you pick a topic?
Oh, I lost you. Hold on. Can you hear me, Todd?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I can't hear you, but that's okay. We're about to end this thing. Until next time. Till next. Okay, I came back because the phone had took away from me. Okay, so uh, next Wednesday. Uh,
Yeah.
if there's something you guys want to talk about, just text us and let us know, and then we'll bring it up. We'll do the research and bring it up for you. So there's nothing off the table because we're here to help, and that's what we like doing. So thanks for listening. My name, Forrest Gump.
And I'm Todd Lynham. You guys have a
And
nice evening.
y'all have a nice evening. Peace out.
All right.